And there we go. I think we are back up and running on both platforms. We do thank you guys for at least sticking around and bearing with us here. I think we're going to do a take two. And Jerry, let's start the broadcast all over again from scratch. It's 5:15, but we're going to give Larry a call at 5:30, just like we were originally supposed to. So stand by. Here we go. Let's start this bad boy all over again.
All right, quiet on the set.
Shh, listen.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start the party.
Broadcasting around the world. Polkas After Dark. This is your number one internet station. The music you love right here, right now. It's another live broadcast, special edition. Now your host, voted your number one IJs of the year by the members of the United States Polka Association for 2023 and 2024. Here's your host of Polkas After Dark, Rob and Jerry.
You're so talented.
that really helps, doesn't it? Jeez, a whiz! Thank gosh we had that stuff there. Okay, folks, this is take two. Larry Trojak revised. Let's start this bad boy off one more time. Here's a song called "We're But a Moment."
You are you and I am I, and who's to say which one of us is wrong and which one is right? We are but a part of something bigger. Could we possibly just try looking but with sight? Hours turn into days, turn into months, and we're still waiting for that sign. Someday we'll look back at life and think of things we never thought. Wonder why they were that way, wonder why we never sought. And if in fact our lives are but a moment in this mystery called time. There was a time we sat together, talked things over, worked things out, all without a doubt. But now the pace has quickened, we're not sure if we know what it's all about. We take a cautious route. Hours turn into days, turn into weeks, we're at its mercy, still we try to hold it back, say it's not so, convince ourselves we're more than that. Wondering how we got this far, and wondering how we ever could have thought that we were more than just a moment in this mystery called time.
Hey, how about Love's the Key? Let's get this thing just a-moving.
Having love is the key to all the joys you seek. For it's loving and caring that makes us unique. Wanting so much to give the greatest gift of all. When in doubt, seek love out, that's the key. There were times when life seemed that it could be quite rough. Love came by, I knew that it would be more than enough. With this key I can offer you so very much. Unlocked treasures that used to be just out of touch. If you need something more to help you come alive, when in doubt, seek love out, that's the key. Having love is the key to all the joys you seek. For it's loving and caring that makes us unique. Wanting so much to give the greatest gift of all. When in doubt, seek love out, that's the key. There were times when life seemed that it could be quite rough. Love came by, I knew that it would be more than enough. With this key I can offer you so very much. Unlocked treasures that used to be just out of touch. If you need something more to help you come alive, when in doubt, seek love out, that's the key.
Hey, we're getting things going slow but sure, but we're going to be entertaining you all afternoon with polka music live right here on Polkas After Dark, Facebook Live, and also YouTube. We also want to remind you, if you're experiencing any issues with the Facebook where it's speeding up and slowing down, we invite you to go over to youtube.com and then just join us over there on Polkas After Dark. We'd love to have you do that. Hey, we're going to get some more things going here, Jerry. We're going to go way, way back into the archives when Larry Trojak started the band, the Dynatones, the very first recording. And let me see here, because I want to bring this up. And here is one called Happy Times Polka.
Chodź ze mną dziewczyno, jedziemy do Polski. Będziemy tak grali, a wy se śpiewali. Zajedziemy se sobie, będziemy tańcowali. Żony będą pili, a my tak kochali. Tak się my bawili, że nie przyjechali, tylko się my zostali, wesoło żyjemy. Come with me, live with me on our trip to Poland. We'll be singing, laughing while the band is playing. now we're here, u starego kraju. We'll be singing, dancing, with our girls romancing. Let's all cheer, now we're here, we'll be here a long time. We'll be full of laughter, forever and after.
And right now it's waltz time. Hey, put your thinking caps on. Where were you when you heard these two sing this song for the very first time together?
Thank you.
Na środku pola rośnie topola. Powiedzcie mi, moja miła, czy będziesz moja? Powiedzcie mi, moja miła, czy będziesz moja? Jak będę twoje, choć ci rączkę dam i ten wianek z rozmarniu, co w ogródku mam. I ten wianek z rozmarniu, co w ogródku mam. Dam ja ci go dam, mój najmilejszy. Położę ci na twarzy, pościelę na mży. Położę ci na twarzy, pościelę na mży. Tam będą grać i ładnie śpiewać, a my młodzi zasmuceni będziemy ślub brać. A my młodzi zasmuceni będziemy ślub brać.
Hey, boy, doesn't that bring back a lot of memories. Holy
what a
smokes.
pretty song.
That, of course, is Scrubby and Larry Trojak. And we are excited because we've got Larry on the phone right now. He's actually looking for a place to pull over, and I was just thinking of that. What the heck was the name of that movie where the cop says pull over, and Jim Carrey says no, cardigan. As soon as he said that, I'm looking for a place to pull over. It's like, oh, come on, really? I think this is going to be a lot of fun though, and I'm going to go right to the phone. Larry, can you hear me?
I can indeed. How are you doing, Robin?
Hey, we are doing well. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Jerry, as well.
Hi.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun here, I can tell already. And I just want to make sure that you are safe and sound and off the highway, or at least getting there pretty soon.
Yep, no, I am. I'm pulled into a parking lot for a truck stop, so we're good.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, folks, we are excited because right now we have Mr. Larry Trojak on the live line with us. And, you know, we talked with you, Larry, about 3 years ago in July, actually. I did do some research here, and we were talking about the Dynatones and Scrubby and everything. But now we've got something really, really unique to talk about today. And that, of course, is your brand new band, Live It Up. It's featuring a lot of the Little Wally stuff. And you and I just talked about 2 seconds ago that a lot of these songs I have never heard before. And you're saying, well, that's the reason why you put this band together. So, Larry, I'm going to turn the microphone over to you. And why don't you tell us a little bit about this concept, first of all? What got you started to do the Live It Up?
Well, yeah, and since I've been in Minnesota, about, I don't know, 7-8 years ago or so, we started a band called the Main Squeeze, and it's a more of a traditional band. We do a lot of old blazonczyk. We do, but it has reeds, so we can do naturals, we can do amplifiers and stuff, and we were having a good time doing that. However, every now and then we did a Little Wally tune, and we really liked doing the Little Wally stuff. And so Bernie Kozlowski, who's one of the members in the Main Squeeze, said, why don't we do like a side project of just Little Wally stuff? And so we initially called it Polish Jam Session, and we were doing, just a few gigs here and there, and it just kept building, and we started finding that people really like the more obscure Little Wally stuff. I mean, they like their Pukayashu, and they like their Zielona Traweczka and stuff, but they like the obscure stuff. And it just it eventually morphed into what's today called Live It Up. And we make it our personal goal to try and stymie as many people as we can with tunes that they've never heard. Wow. But the Little Wally it's so deep that you can just keep pulling out pieces of gold when you dig into any Wally album.
Okay, now I have to be honest with you. Like I said, I haven't heard a lot of these songs that you were playing. And you recently came down to Cheektowaga Town Park, which was nice because you got a chance to see a lot of Buffalonians that you haven't seen in quite a while. And they got a chance to see you and kind of preface this new band on our end of the spectrum here in New York. But, I got to tell you, I have seen the Little Wally songbooks, the black one, the red and white one, Śpiewajmy razem, whatever. But it's kind of funny. Those songs that you're doing are not in that book because I looked through that. Where did you find these songs, Larry?
I'm telling you, props to Bernie Kozlowski. He is like he's like the genius behind our repertoire, and he goes through every album, and he makes little notes, and then he sends us files, and he says, I think this has got possibilities. I think this has got So like the Smutna that you're talking about, which, by the way, I'm impressed that you did not know it, because with your background with Trelltones, who were heavily into Little Wally stuff, I'm surprised they never found this stuff. But it really is. It's Bernie does a lot of this stuff, and Little Wally's albums they're, how do you say this nicely? They're either there or they're not. I mean, there's nothing about a Wally album that's whole hum. I mean, it's either jam-packed with good stuff or it's a forgettable thing, like the I hate to say it, but the Meow Meow album,
Right. Right.
But yeah, and there's a ton of good stuff out there, and invariably we played gigs. One of the first gigs we did with Live It Up was at Rookie's Sports Bar in Wisconsin, and we were playing a waltz, which we felt was obscure. Nobody had ever heard it. We played it, and this guy stops dancing mid step with his wife, and he comes up and he goes, "Oh my God, that's my favorite song." And we're going, "Holy crap, how does this happen?" But yeah, apparently there's a lot of people out there, and I found this from playing Cheektowaga that people have a hankering for some of this Wally stuff because the bands today aren't playing a lot of that. They're playing a lot more contemporary stuff, and
Right.
and to their credit, that's keeping polkas alive and stuff. But there's
Yes.
still a very large contingent of people who long for the I don't know if it's the nostalgic flavor of the old Wally stuff, but it's striking a chord, nevertheless, no pun intended.
You hear a lot of honky bands that actually want to play honky, but it's just not dead on honky. And then they'll add the push at the end, or maybe a push during a vocal, which is completely unrelative to or unrelated to honky music. And you
Right.
guys are taking it, I don't want to say to the next level. I want to say you're taking it back to where everybody remembers how Wally started.
Yeah, and a lot of that, has gotten lost along the way. I mean, when you think about it, Wally never pushed anything. I don't think he
Oh,
ever
yeah.
had an album where there was any bellow shaking going on.
Right.
But more importantly, I mean, his stuff was heavily dynamic. I mean,
Yeah.
he would have his turns, and the music would just stop for a half a measure or a half a beat, and then he would go in, and you just need that kind of dynamism that to keep the music going.
Yeah.
And we just love doing it. Part of what is the driving force behind Live It Up is the authenticity of it. So, I mean, we will dig deep and find, okay, why does Wally leave a half a measure out here? I mean, what purpose does it serve? And other than making the dancers topple over.
Yes.
But you've got to do it. I mean, you absolutely have to do it because it's authentically Wally, and I think people appreciate that.
Songs like First Time, and I think, I don't know if Kalina Vlesha is one of those, but I know exactly what you're talking about. You see the dancers dance, but yet the way he did his creative mind with doing these songs, you're right. You see people kind of stop and say, "Well, wait a minute, did I lose beat?" No, I didn't.
Yeah.
This is the
Yep.
song. This is the way it goes. So you are
Yeah,
absolutely
our
right
breakup
about
is
that.
another one. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, you
that's
can
right.
Start out, yeah, people will look like, "Hey, we got this down," and then all of a sudden, wait, why am I off here? But yeah, and it's funny. 7 Days and 7 Nights Without You is a perfect case in point. There's one part when he comes out of the first riff and goes into the vocal, he drops a half a measure, and we initially didn't do that, and then Bernie pointed it out. He says, "We're not doing this right." And we said, "Why?" And he pointed it out, and he said, "Yeah, but that's going to screw up the dancers." And then we said, "Well, I guess we have to stay true to the
Right.
music." So we put that half measure back in there. Yep.
Man, that is unbelievable. It really is.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. It really is, and I can't say enough about the group of guys in Live It Up. I mean, they're the easiest going bunch of guys, but yet they're so committed to this project.
Yeah.
It's just wonderful. It's been a great experience, and this past summer has been, beyond our wildest dreams. We did Seven Springs, and the crowd was just nuts, and because it was all your fellow Western PA people, and
Yeah.
the Joni Zakowskis and Joni's Greg Zakowski and Dave Zakowskis, and they were just enamored of it, and we were so thrilled to be able to bring it to them. We're having a lot of fun.
It's really scary the way things evolve like that. Now, Larry, I am going to step back here because my ADD kicks in once in a while, which anytime you talk to me. But I want to find out, you originally started the Dynatones, and that was back in what, 1960s, 1970s when you came out with, before you came out with your first recording, Larry Trojak Presents the Dynatones, or I can't remember exactly what the
Yeah,
title was. But what year was that album released?
I think it was 68, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
68. Okay.
Yeah, so that would have been, I was 16 at the time. Whitey was 17.
Wow.
Jan Simon was 17. Yeah, we were all just kids, but we just loved playing polkas, and yeah, it was a golden age of polkas in Buffalo, and well, pretty much everywhere as well. I mean, you know yourself, that well, maybe you weren't in it in the 60s and 70s, but I mean, shit, excuse me,
No, no.
Chopin's club rooms used to have music on Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yes.
And I mean, you tell anybody that now, and they'll go, "You're nuts! 4 days a week?" And oh yeah, and there's other places in Chicago that can better that. There's a place in Minneapolis called Mayslax. It's not, well, it's there now, but it's kind of a more contemporary bar. But in their day, they had polka music 7 days a week. And I'm thinking, man, oh man, now you'd be hard pressed to find a place that will have music one night a week. So yeah,
and you're
we've
lucky if
come
you
a
get
long way.
and you're lucky if you get 50, 60, 70 people at a
Right.
location now. And I remember, because I moved here in 1983, and I remember Chopin's was hopping on Wednesday nights and Friday nights. You'd always have some place to go on Thursday, and then on Saturdays there would be either a polka dance, polka and rock, because Bruce Novak and the guys, they used to play a lot with the band Nightlife. So
Nightlife, right.
Dynatones played, or other polka bands played on a Saturday with them. And then Sundays was either the Broadway Grill or Alexandra's.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And there was King of Clubs had music for a while.
Oh, now that was before my time. I don't remember that. Where was that at?
King of Clubs was on Broadway and Lydell, I think. So like a couple blocks away from St. John Canty's.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, there were, and what was Sandy's bar's name up the road?
Alexandra's.
Alexandra's. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. So there were a lot of places in between that had music. So yeah, it's been a long time in the works, but unfortunately, them days are gone. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. And it was nothing, truly nothing, to have 150 to 200 people at Chopin's on a Wednesday night. And you're thinking, these people have to get up tomorrow and go to work, for gosh sakes. But they were still there. They were the diehards.
They were the people. Yeah, it's amazing that our economy still chugged along when half of Buffalo had a buzz on Thursday morning, right?
Isn't that the truth? And, Broadway Grill was something for the Dynatones, because that kind of set the atmosphere and put the Dynatones on the map. Down at the Friendly Tavern, which has all of you guys, in front, Johnny Killian and Chaz Wrobleski, God rest their souls, great guys, Billy Barnes, you and Scrubby. And let's see here, was also Roger on that recording?
Yep, Roger was on there, and Stash Malkevich as well.
That's right. And, boy, God rest their souls, we have lost so many great people. But, when you guys sat down to record that Down at the Friendly Tavern album, that kind of set the tone for Buffalo and put Buffalo polka music on the map. Now, what was that like to go out and play that recording in front of all these people? Because I remember, I'll tell you this right now, I remember going to see Jimmy Weber and the Sounds, and I think you guys were playing too, at a place called Twin Coaches back in around Pittsburgh. I think it was Coriopolis, Pennsylvania. And it was the first time I saw them, of course, but it was the very first time that I ever heard the Dynatones. And I'm looking at the bass player, Billy Barnes, and he's playing a 5-string bass, and I'm like, I've never seen this thing before either. But you guys just had a huge, huge sound coming out of that band. What was it like to actually perform during that time?
Oh, it was, yeah, it was pretty impressive, even from our perspective, from the stage perspective. They were they were a powerful group to play along with. And you have to keep in mind that during that time, nobody was charting anything. Everybody was just learning it and playing it from the heart.
Yeah.
So you looked at those guys up on stage, and there wasn't a note or a chart in sight. They were just playing it all from what they learned, and that was a whole different environment back then. And I think that say what you will about being tight, the trumpets playing note for note and stuff like that. I think there's something to be said for being a little bit looser,
Yep.
and having a more flowing feel to it, and that's what that's what I liked about Diatones at that time. It was
Yes.
more from the serce, if you will. You
Yeah.
know?
No, I totally agree with that. You listen to some of the recordings and even the live stuff. Yeah, the horns weren't together all the way, but now I'm going to also go back into my memory banks when Lenny Gomolka and Jerry Chocolate or whomever were playing. You listen to a lot of those old recordings and they weren't dead on either, note for note. And that's what
Correct.
really was the creativity behind it, like you said, from the heart.
Yeah, yeah. Blazonczyk's version of Ojdana, the 45 version of Ojdana, is like the loosest recording from a trumpet standpoint, but it has the most punch. I mean, you can
Yeah.
tell these guys were just screaming and having fun up there, and to me, it doesn't get any better than that. I don't know,
Yeah.
but that's just me.
No, it's everybody. You're bringing back so much of the nostalgic stuff. We've got a lot of folks just saying hello. Let's see here, Danza Stavene Romanzo, she's saying hi. I did mention earlier Nick Di Sebastiano, Nikki D. Jean Marie and Hank are tuned in from Jersey. Let's see, Arlene Gavrinsky, she says hi, cuz. And
Yep,
it's
she's
just
my cousin. Yep.
yeah, it's just so nice. Larry Kutas is on. Larry pops in every now and then, but when we mentioned that we've got Trojak on, I mean, there's a lot of people over in YouTube as well that I don't even have a lot of access to. Jerry usually handles the YouTube stuff. Let's see, Karen and Dave Chakarowski. They are on. Let's see, just Mary Lou Czerniak says hi, Larry.
Oh, hello, Mary Lou. Yep.
And also,
She's from Shoreview, right up the street.
yeah, and all that's right. And also Paul and Delphine Kuhar from Michigan. I mean,
Wow.
they've been around forever. You see Paul, you see Delphine, it's like, you're at a polka dance, you're at a festival,
Yes.
or you're at a convention, because if they're not there, it's not a party.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. And not to digress here or to
No,
get back to the point.
please.
That's been another thing about working with Live It Up is we're getting to see people that we haven't seen in a long time, and it's wonderful to see them enjoying the music as much as they are. I mean, people are the backbone of polkas, and they're the only thing keeping it alive these days. It isn't going to be musicians out there recording and stuff, and unless people come and see a play, the music's not going anywhere. So God bless those people who reach into their wallets and come out and support the bands. It's just
Yeah.
wonderful.
Rick Korodkowski also says hello. He's living down in South Carolina now. We interviewed him
Oh, yeah.
just a couple of weeks ago, and boy, from a non-musician perspective, he sure brought a lot of stuff to the table. He
I'll
really,
bet.
really
Yeah,
did.
it's kind of nice to get that perspective, isn't it?
It is. And you know who
Yeah.
else says hi? I love this. I really love this. Is Debbie and Jerry Rymanowski, and also guess who?
The captain.
The captain is front and center, boy, and this is just great. Talk about old
Oh, man.
times.
Nicer people you won't find. I mean, well, polka people as a rule are the nicest people around, but I mean, even within polkas, there are some people that just stand out, and the Romanowskis and the captain have been, Dynatone fans rather for, gosh, 40 years now or something like that, and they've been with us from the beginning, and they're just
Yeah.
wonderful. I mean, you can't say enough nice things about them.
Yeah, Mark Komar is on here. He says hello, good interview. Also, let's see here. Frank Stukovich is also here, and he
Frank,
says,
yeah,
and he
Frank
says hello.
Stakowicz, yeah.
Yeah. And also, let's see. So I want to dig deeper now back into Live It Up. You said
Okay.
that Bernie kind of orchestrates a lot of this stuff, and I've known Bernie, myself, Randy, we kind of grew up together. I was with the Dynatones. They had their own band down in Pennsylvania. Really sounded
Hmm.
good back then. And both him and Randy, Bernie and Randy, have really escalated their talents a lot. But who else is in Live It Up?
Okay, yeah. Well, besides Bernie, who plays a trumpet with the band, we have Roscoe Powell, who maybe people out east don't know, but anybody in the Midwest knows Roscoe Powell because he's played with a bunch of bands, and um, he plays clarinet and sax and does absolutely no vocals, but he's just like a wonderful, wonderful reed man to have. I mean,
Yeah.
you play him a record, he'll listen to it and he'll go, "Oh, I see what Eddie Naga was doing there," and he'll work hard to replicate it, you know. And then we have when we were putting the band together, we obviously could have gone with just a bass guitar to handle the bass side of things. But an integral part of Little Wally recordings is that piano in the background. I mean, you take away that piano, and Wally's music loses a lot. So we said, let's do piano and bass. And so we got a gentleman that worked with the Main Squeeze, and he played accordion with the Main Squeeze, and we asked him to go on piano bass for Live It Up, and he does a wonderful job. His name's Gene Retka. He's from a town called Sobieski, Minnesota, I think it is.
All right.
And then to round it out, we have Todd Jurek and concertina. Todd used to play with Bill and Mary Lou, as a matter of fact, with Polka Soul. Yeah, and Todd sings incredibly accurate harmonies to a lot of these Little Wally tunes that
Yeah.
we do. And again, getting back to the Wally authenticity thing, a lot of these Wally albums have two vocals on it, and you need that really tight harmony. And Todd does just an exquisite job of it. It's so much fun to sing. I haven't had this much fun singing since I sang with Scrubby, and that's saying a lot. Those are some tough shoes to fill there. And Todd's just really nice. And I think the response we get from people, aside from the fact that they say they love hearing the Little Wally stuff, they say they love hearing the harmony vocals, and that's really it's really a nice compliment to us. So so that's Live It Up in a nutshell. If I can just give props to them, because three of us live in the Twin Cities. Roscoe, Todd, and I all live in the Twin Cities, but Bernie lives in a town called Owatonna, which is about an hour and a half south of the Twin Cities. Sobieski, that Gene lives in, that I mentioned earlier, is about 2 hours northwest of the Twin Cities. So every time we have a rehearsal, it's easy for us to get together, the three of us. But Bernie, you tack on 3 hours of drive time. Gene, you tack on 4 hours of drive time for every rehearsal. So that's the kind of commitment these guys have, and I can't say enough about how much I appreciate that, man.
Boy, that is super, super great.
Yeah. And we're just having a lot of fun.
And Carol Sheminsky also said she has been waiting for this interview, which is great. Jeff Yash, as a matter of fact, Jeff is here as well.
Well, gosh, all these nice people. Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, Jeff, we saw it at Seven Springs, and we saw it at Pulaski. I saw he was because, of course, Frankie Lishka and Blue Magic were there. But, Jeff says he likes the music a lot. I don't know if he's telling the truth or not, but for a guy that plays in a push band like that, it's kind of nice to know that he likes the laid-back stuff.
Yeah, but he also, let's see, didn't he play with Charlie Hyatt when he was first getting his feet wet? Jeff Yash.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't
know that.
I'm almost positive he did. We're also going to say hi to Larry Kubiak and Sweetie Face out in Michigan. Jane Pfeiffer. We want to say everybody's just lighting up Facebook and YouTube with a whole bunch of
wonderful
things. Ashley Torres. Everybody remembers little Ashley. Now she's doing a lot of stuff on Facebook. Polka Party Girl. She's just doing her own little thing. Janet Dilley from Erie, Pennsylvania. Jerry and I got a chance to see her and hang with her on Friday night. Jane Pfeiffer. Just a whole bunch of great, great folks are here, and I don't want to omit any of them. Of course, Sharon and Tom Golden. I mean, how do you not have a broadcast of Polkas After Dark without Sharon and Tom? They're always here
Yeah.
front and center when they can get a chance to do it. Mike Cantanzaro. But again, Jerry and I have been extremely fortunate. And I think I mentioned this to you before, Larry. When we approach people to come on for an interview, I can count on one hand the folks that say, well, I don't want to do it. And maybe because it's, they're very modest people. I'm not going to mention any names, but one of the guys that got everything started for us in drumming. And I've approached him a couple of times and I've said, we'd love to have you come on. But again, the guy is just so modest and has a big heart. And he joins us every once in a while too from Chicago. And we bug a lot of other folks too. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say I know exactly who you're talking about, and do you not want to mention his name or?
Well, no, not right now. I don't.
Okay, no, that's fine. But yeah,
approached
you're
him
right.
numerous times.
And anybody playing drums today owes a debt of gratitude to him. I mean,
You got it.
It's they don't come any better, do they, Robin?
No, not at all. And you're right, because every drummer out there has gotten a piece of something that this guy has created. And, he's still today. I mean, he was working with a band out in Michigan for Summer Music Fest. And, man, it's just the creativity that is there. He's just so laid back. But when he slaps that bass drum or just goes crazy on his licks coming into a push, it's like, where did that come from?
Yeah. But
I
mean, he's like the master technician of dynamics. I mean, and I've always been a huge proponent of drummers listening to the music, not just playing drums, because anybody can sit down and play drums, but if you listen to the music, there's so much going on, and if you apply the dynamics that it needs, then you're truly playing polka drums. My dad kind of drilled that into my head. He said, Larry, don't just play drums. Learn drums and learn the music. So yeah, the guy we're talking about, he wrote the book on that, or even going back, I think he would probably. Everybody has a mentor or an idol or whatever, but I'm sure, you go back to the drummer for High Notes or Leo Plotzek with Lush. I mean, the same kind of dynamism in playing drums. And
well, Jeff Yash,
God bless him. Yeah.
Jeff Yash kind of let the cat out of the bag. He says, Roger is the best. And yes, he is, and always will be. Let's see here.
Yes,
Who
he
else
will.
do we have here? Ken Nowalski is also here. Pete Chacho is joining us. And there's a guy, I don't know if you're going to remember this name or not. You probably will, but he says, I just wanted to chime in and say hi. Me and Larry have been best friends since grammar school. I don't know if you'll remember this guy or not. Whitey Rinyetz.
yeah, the name rings a bell.
There you go.
Yeah, gosh, yeah. Whitey and I, we have quite the history, and doing the Lush tribute thing at Cheektowaga Town Park the day after Live It Up was a thrill for all of us. I mean, and it was great to work alongside Whitey. A small anecdote here. I mean, Whitey came to when Dynatones played the Harukus gig last year. Whitey came to visit the dance, and he said, "Hey, would you mind if I played a couple tunes?"
Are you there?
Am I losing you here? Yep.
No, I can still hear you.
Okay, I was having some kind of noise coming here. Well, anyway, Whitey said, would you mind if I sat in and played a couple tunes? And then he specifically asked, he said, hey, can I sing a harmony vocal with you? Because all of our time we played in Dynatones, we never sang together. So I thought, well, that's kind of cool. And then all of a sudden, 6 months later, here we are at Cheektowaga Town Park singing just about every other song together and having a lot of fun doing it. That Lush stuff was just was a real kick. And I've loved
you guys
Marion
sounded
Lush.
great.
Oh, thanks. That was a lot of fun. Yeah.
And
so
let's see. So also Eddie Pilars did he start out with the Dynatones when you guys first got together?
Well, he was early on. Our first bass player was a gentleman by the name of Richie Walzak.
Oh, I remember Richie.
Yeah, he played with us for a short time,
Okay.
and then he got married and didn't want to stay to keep playing, I guess, any longer. And so we were looking for a bass player, and Pilars at the time, Eddie at the we call him Pilars. I don't know
Pilars.
why,
Everybody
but
calls him
yeah,
Pilars.
everybody calls him Pilars. Yeah, Eddie was a quarterbox player at the time, and we said, would you be interested in playing in the band? But you'd have to switch to um,
To bass guitar.
yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, my car shut off here for a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you'd have to switch to bass guitar, and he said, "Yeah, I'd be willing to do that." And oh man, he yeah, he took bass to a whole new level, and it was a lot of fun to work with, and it was great to bring him
Wow.
back when we did that short stint with X-Tones. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
it was just like old home week. That was kind of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, you got that right. I remember some of those gigs, down at
Randolph
Broadway
Hall, we did a
Broadway
dance.
Grill, Randolph Hall. Yeah,
Broadway,
just
yep.
a lot of fun stuff with him. I'm just reading through some more folks here. Royce and Linda Plata say
Oh,
hello.
nice.
Also, let's see,
Hello.
Jill Cerniak. Jill is here, and also Tom
Hello.
Kowalski has joined us.
Tom Kowalski. You're not going to find a bigger Little Wally fan than Tom Kowalski.
Ain't that the truth?
Oh
Michael Laz is here. Yeah, we've got some great folks here that are just complimenting. Gee, it's nice to hear Larry, and again,
Well,
Larry, we can't
it's great.
thank you enough.
Oh no, it's just great to be doing stuff again and finding something that this late in your career to find something that can still excite you polka wise is really it's a gift. I mean it was like somebody handed you something that you weren't expecting and it turned into something really wonderful and that to me is live it up. I listened back to some of the stuff on YouTube and I am not a big proponent in listening to my own music. I don't listen to a lot of Dynatone stuff. I don't listen to very, very little.
Yeah.
But I'm just enjoying hearing some of the Live It Up stuff we've done, only because we know what we started with and we know what it's evolved to. And to hear that final product come out as it does, it's really a nice feeling. It is.
Yeah, great. Hey, and we have a lot of photographs. We don't really call them photographs or pictures. We call them memories. That are
Yeah.
showing on the screens whenever we have the interviews live. And a guy we have to thank that has been with us since COVID, and that is Mr. Les Kapuscinski. I mean, he just is ready, hey, well, what do you need? Let me send it to you. And he'll hear that, okay, well, we're interviewing somebody. Boom, I'll go to the email that night or the next day. Here's a bunch of pictures, feel free to use whatever you want. And I can't thank him enough, Jerry and I both, because he is just a remarkable guy with what he does.
Oh, he really is. And you know how like certain products will have like Sorrento cheese, the official cheese of the Buffalo Bills, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Les Kapuscinski is the official historian of polkas.
There you go.
He does everything, and yeah, it's his eye for detail is so wonderful. I mean, he'll go up on a stage and shoot from behind the band and look at the crowd, and he gets some unbelievable shots, and yeah, it's wonderful to have him in your corner, isn't it?
It's scary too, because he'll take a picture of something that you would, Jerry and I would scratch our head and say, what? And then all of a sudden you look at it, he'll take a picture of, let's say, Wally Dombrowski's violin just sitting by itself. And or he'll take a picture of somebody's concertina with just the hands there, not the face, not the body, just the hands and the box. And it's like, talk about the creativity. That is something about the guy. It says a lot.
Oh yeah, he's got a wonderful eye, and because he loves the music as much as he does, I think that plays into it as well. If you brought in somebody from, if you brought in a professional photographer from New York City and said, here, shoot this polka dance, you wouldn't get any of the feeling that Les brings to his photos,
You got that right. You got that right,
so
100%. Hey, I do want to touch base with you on one more thing here before we depart. You came in during Scrubby's time of need when Scrubby took ill, and there was a benefit dance in West Seneca, and you
Yeah.
had played drums, and you sang and everything like that. And I don't know if you remember this or not. Les kind of brought this to my attention as well. He said, "Do you remember when you guys were having a problem with the power out there, and you'd play two songs, and then all of a sudden, boom, everything would just go dead?" Do
Yeah.
you remember getting off of the drums and walking over to Scrubby and just singing a cappella, and the people just went nuts? Do you remember
Oh
that?
gosh, I do. Yeah, you're right. I think Les captured a couple of shots of that. And by the way, I was using your drums that night, so thank you very much for that.
No, you're welcome.
Yeah, there was that hall was having incredible circuit overload problems for some reason.
Yes.
And you're right. We would play a couple of tunes and everything would just go dead, and we'd play a couple more and things would go dead. And yeah, when it was one of those down times when there was no power and people were just standing around the stage, and I just thought this is a great opportunity to do some vocals with Scrub. Scrub sounded great with nothing behind him. I mean, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
So yeah, to just sit down and sing next to him was an incredible opportunity and a great gift. And
That was
yeah,
huge.
for all the people that showed up for that benefit, you can't say enough. That's the kind of guy Scrub was. I mean, he had that many friends that,
Oh, yeah.
700-800 people showed up for that benefit. And yeah, so to be able to sing with him and just have a small part of it was an incredible privilege on my part, believe me.
Yeah, and Jerry just had mentioned something on YouTube here that Donna and Paul, it looks like Wojak, Wojak, Y-A-K, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Wojak, new listeners from Stevens Point, and they said they love Live It Up. So again,
Yeah, Don Wojak is the actual promoter that brings us into to rookies in Stevens Point, and yeah, he gave us our first start out there, and people in Wisconsin love their honky music. I mean, you can't say enough about them.
Oh, yeah.
You play honky and they're dancing every song. I mean, these people are not spring chickens. They're like my age or older, and some are younger. But honest to God, Robin, every song you're playing, they're dancing. It's like, holy crap! Don't you people get tired? But they don't. They love their honky. And yeah, God bless Don for bringing us out there. He's a heck of a guy, and we love working for him.
yeah, beautiful. And let's see. Well, do you have anything else to add? Where are you guys going to be playing next with Live It Up? That's what I want to find out. Do you have a schedule posted anywhere, either on Facebook, or do you have a website, Larry?
We have a couple Facebook pages. I think Live It Up Polkas, I think, is one. And then the Main Squeeze Facebook page also has a schedule. Because we're two interlinked bands, there's a schedule with both the Main Squeeze and Live It Up in it. And that's at mainsqueezepolkas.com. I guess it is at Facebook. However, I don't do Facebook, so
Yeah.
However you get the Facebook, it's called Main Squeeze Polkas, and the schedule's posted there. But yeah, coming up we have a couple good ones. In October we're doing October 5th, I think it is. If that's a Friday, we're playing Omaha, Nebraska at the Polish Home in Omaha.
Wow.
And we played there last year and well received. Again, people in Omaha, holy crap, they like their Wally. Man, oh man. So they turned out, a really nice turnout for that dance. So we're going back there in October. Then we were at Rookies, I think, on the 6th, or I'm not sure about dates. That Friday and Sunday of that weekend, either the 4th and 6th or 5th and 7th. The Sunday will be at Rookies, and then the following week, October 12th, we're going to be doing Tish's Royalty West dance in Chicago for Tish Blazonczyk and the Blazonczyk family, and having a good time doing that. We played there last year, and she rebooked us on the spot because people just, man, you talk about intimidating. We're going into Chicago and playing Little Wally stuff and going, oh crap, I hope these people like this because they know more about Wally than we do.
Yeah.
And Yeah, and it was very well received. A lot of musicians showed up, which I was thrilled to see, but more importantly, just a lot of fervent Little Wally fans. And man, again, the same thing. We're doing an obscure tune, and I'm going, okay, nobody knows this. Robin, I'm watching people dance by and they're singing the words to these songs. So I'm going, okay, obviously it wasn't obscure to everyone, and
That is the
yeah,
scary part.
yeah, they out there, man, they know it. You're not going to dig deep enough into Wally's catalog to stump everyone, and that's good. That's what's a lot of fun about it.
Wow. Hey, Larry Trojak, I can't thank you enough. Jerry and I, for taking the time. We actually took a little over a half an hour of your drive time because you pulled over so that, you'd be able to do this. Now, how much further do you have to go?
Well, let's see. Let me look at the map here. 6 hours and 6 minutes.
Oh, geez, whiz. Well, listen, we are so sorry to keep you.
No. Hey, don't
you.
mention it. I mean, it's always a pleasure to do your show, and I can't thank you guys enough for what you do for Polkas. I mean, when I found out that you guys won the IJ thing, the award from USDA, I think it was it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and you told me that it was the second year in a row. Well, I'm kind of removed from Polkas, so I don't know, but it's so well deserved, and people speak so highly of what you do, and you guys put a lot into this, and people get an awful lot out of it, believe me.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. But it's people like you that make the interviews special because, again, without you guys telling your stories, I mean, it would have been, okay, usually what we do, and I think we did this the very first interview 3 years ago with you, it's like, okay, do you play any other instruments? How old were you when you heard your first polka? It's like, what's your favorite flavor of gum? And all of that. What's your favorite color? And, tell us a little bit about your walks on the beach and all this. So this is really intriguing information that people just love. And although Facebook is really just having videos on for about 30 days and they're starting to dump them because they have so many people doing all kind of videos, YouTube has been extremely successful for us. And it's there forever. So if you want to catch a little bit of this, or if you want to refer somebody, say, hey, I was on, catch the YouTube video. It's youtube.com, Polkas After Dark. And then all they have to do is type in Larry Trojak interview. Boom, it pops right up. It'll probably show the two of them, the one from previous and the one from today. But Larry, we can't thank you enough. Safe travels, safe journey on the rest of the way home. I am off tomorrow, woohoo, because tomorrow's my birthday. And
hey, happy birthday.
Thank you. And so if you want, and I mean this sincerely, text me when you get home, because I'm going to be up for a while anyhow tonight, but just let us know that you got home safely. And again, we can't thank you enough for this.
Jeff Yosh said he wants to hear more about the X-tones, so we're going to have to
we're going to have to
get
have
everybody together. We're going to have to have him on again.
Yeah, most definitely. Because that was a fun trip. Oh, boy.
That's another show, right, Rob?
Yeah, exactly. And that we could fill a whole nother show with, Larry.
Exactly. Yeah, no, thanks for asking me to do this. I can't say enough, like I said, about the guys in the band. So props to every member of Live It Up. And even, we played Pulaski a few weeks back, and for reasons, Bernie and Roscoe were also played with a band called Twin City Sounds, and they were playing that night with Twin City Sounds, so they couldn't work the afternoon gig with us at Pulaski. So we used Ronnie Richkowski from Polish Connection.
Oh, yeah.
And we used Bobby Zagozda on clarinet.
Oh,
and they did an amazing job stepping into Roscoe and Bernie's shoes and playing those difficult tunes, and it just smoked. I mean, it was a good day. So thanks to those guys as well. To everybody in Live It Up, if you're listening to this, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, and we got to get some more of your guys. We have been entertained by Bernie. He, had.
Oh yeah,
been on.
I heard that show where he gave his most embarrassing moment.
Yeah, you know what? That's funny. And you know what? I have to ask you that. Do you, of all the years that you've been entertaining, that's only one question that I'm going to ask, and then I'm going to let you go. But do you have a most embarrassing moment?
Well, I'm not sure if I mentioned this on your previous show or not, but I will tell you it again if I did, and for those who didn't hear it the first time. we were playing Dynatones. We're playing the PACC Hall in Albany.
Albany.
Big dance. I mean, it was one of those. They have like a meal beforehand, and there was 600 people, and it was just great. And this was back in the 70s, so I was still drinking a little bit out of control.
Oh.
So so the band's playing, and I'm managing okay, but then Scrubby calls the song Nasha Marisha, which, in Dynatones parlance is bum dee da dee da dum bum da da dee da. In my addled brain, because I was drinking all day, I'm thinking Nasha Marisha.
All the waltz.
So I counted off Nasha Marisha waltz while the band is playing Nasha Marisha polka, and you talk about a train wreck. Yes, sir.
No, you didn't mention that before. That's
okay.
priceless.
Well, there you go. That's my most embarrassing moment.
That is priceless.
Yeah.
Hey, Larry, once again, safe travels. Thanks for joining us. I love you, buddy. You know that. You've got a very special place in my heart. And
likewise, Robin and Jerry, thank you so much for having me. And thanks to everybody that checked in with you and said hi and stuff. I love you all, believe me.
All right. Hey, take care. We will see you soon. And as we hang up right now, we're going to play that Smutno polka. And this is Live It Up with Larry Trojak and the guys.
Wait a sec, you got something. What's it called, Bernie? Smutku Niema Gdy Małego Błatu. There you go. Smutno what? Smutno Chodź Poleczka Gra. Okay, that's what it's called. That's right, it translated means I'm sad even though polkas are playing. Man, I know, it's deep, isn't it? That's very sad. Yeah, there you go. Man. Here, listen to this polka. No! Okay, here we go. One, two.
Yeah, that's a little bit of Live It Up, Larry Trojak's new band. And again, we want to thank Larry for taking the time, a lot of time actually, pulling away from his drive time back home. And I am actually eating some cheese and crackers here, so didn't want to...
Oyster boars.
Yeah. Hey, and we also want to thank Mr. Jerry Salavada for allowing us to use some of these songs. He shot some of these songs over at Seven Springs in Champion, Pennsylvania. We've got one more that we're going to play for you guys. That's a couple of tunes back to back. Larry Trojak and Live It Up. If you want to see Larry in Poison, live and in Poison, by all means, go to the website, take a look, or just type in Live It Up Polka Band in Google search, and I'm sure that will take you there. Polkas After Dark is what you're tuned to. We want to make sure you guys know about a couple of events that are upcoming.
Get ready to polka at the 57th Annual International Polka Association Festival and Convention, happening August 29th through the 31st at the Doubletree by Hilton in Cranberry, Pennsylvania. It's a full weekend of world-class polka music, dancing, and non-stop fun, featuring your favorite bands like the Polka Country Musicians, the Natural Talent, the Eddie Foreman Orchestra, Frankie Lishka's Blue Magic, the IPA Tribute Band, Klanik and Friends, the Music Company, Dennis Polisky's Maestro's Men, Michael Costa and the Beat, the Polka Family Band, Twin City Sounds, Mon Valley Push, John Stevens and Double Shot, and a special guest appearance by Molly B. Whether you've been dancing for decades or just love that polka beat, this will be the place to be on Labor Day weekend. Join fellow polka lovers from across the country and make memories that will last a lifetime. Plus, don't miss the IPA Hall of Fame induction, polka mass, and plenty of other experiences along the way. So grab your dancing shoes, book your room, and get ready for the biggest polka party of the year. For all the latest information, visit IPApolkas.com. We'll see you on the dance floor.
Yes, and thank you very much, Keith, for making that presentation for us. Hey, you know what? I want to do one more thing here. Check this one out.
On Thursday, August 28th, the Alex Meixner Band will be featured for the IPA Kickoff Party at the Cranberry Elks Lodge 2249 in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. The AMB will be hitting the stage from 7 to 10 p.m., playing all of your favorite polkas, waltzes, and who knows what else, with proceeds benefiting the Veterans Commission of Elks Lodge 2249. Come get your tickets by calling Chris Bogdan 412-260-9725 or emailing Chris at westernpapolkas.com. Hope to see you there.
That, of course, was Mr. Alex Meissner, and you guys are tuned to Polkas After Dark. We thank you so much for doing that, by the way. It is 6:25 p.m. Eastern Time already. If you were down in Erie, Pennsylvania for Zabava, well, you know, they had a great weekend, a great turnout Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And we just want to congratulate you guys and congratulate Ken Olowin for the presentation that he puts on all the time. Dennis Poliski's Maestro's Men were there yesterday. PCM was there today, of course. And Friday night was the Dynabrass. And Jerry, say hello to some more people there in the chat rooms, if you wouldn't mind.
I'm going to say hello to Larry Kubiak and Sweetie Face, Jane Pfeiffer. Xander was hanging out with us.
Hey,
I'm not sure
Xander.
if he's still hanging out with us. We got the Polka Party Girl, which is Ashley from Indiana.
Ashley Torres.
Janet Dilly is hanging with us. Rick Kordakowski, Sharon and Tom Golden are with us. Mike Catanzaro, Donna and Paul Wyack from Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Welcome to you guys. We're glad you found our show and that you are listening in. We have Muddy Acres with us, which is Jeff. Mark Komar is here. He said, don't forget, Dynatones are playing the Hellruku Hellraisers.
Haruku's Hellraisers.
In Cohoes in October.
Yeah.
Keep
Yeah,
that in
that's
mind.
right.
And then Janet Dilly said, Robin.
What?
That's you.
Okay. Oh, me. Got it. Hi.
Play your favorite song or band for your birthday from me. Have a great birthday tomorrow.
Oh, that's
Did
nice,
you pick
know.
something up?
I think we're going to stick with Dynatones.
Okay.
This was when I had the pleasure and the opportunity of working with some great musicians. Scrubby. Let's see. This was back with Mark Chepach. Mike Burka was back in the band at that time. John Zalasco Jr., Jay-Z, and also Jimmy Johnson on the bass. And here is a tune I loved playing all the time. Here's one called Rosalinda Polka.
Rosalinda, why don't you dance with me? Oh, Rosalinda, please take a chance with me. How can you hinder this great romance? You see, I love yourself, you mustn't answer no. Oh, Rosalinda, why don't you dance with me? Oh, Rosalinda, excuse me, boss and me, will you let me linger? Hey, I love yourself, you mustn't answer no.
That was a really quick.
I forgot about that. I got to mark that. I gotta mark that and say, hey, do not play that in the future.
That was
Jeez.
so quick. Whoop.
Oh. Let's see here. Polkas After Dark. Jerry, there was a happy birthday, too, that we needed to.
There is. Jane Pfeiffer is requesting that we send out a birthday polka for her sister-in-law, Sandy.
Oh, Sandy
which
Lisk.
is Dan Liskevich's wife.
Yeah.
Her special birthday is today.
Oh,
But
she's turning 50.
don't-
Wow. Oh, it's got to be.
40, could
Got-
be 30, could be
No,
29.
no,
Again.
gotta be 50. I'm sure of that. Very, very close anyhow. Hey guys, again, thank you so much for taking the time to tune us in today. Once again, Debbie and Jerry Rymanowski, also the captain of Haruku's Hellraisers. I'm sure he had a lot of fun. Walter Monswell, hello to you, Vud. Also, let's see here. We've got Marianne. Marianne is with us. And also Tina Goebel. Hello to Tina. Let's see, who else? Mr. Dave Janka.
Yeah.
If not this one, Fighting Mountaineers. Yeah, okay.
Is that
Inspector
one
Gadget
of your
strikes
favorite?
again. Yeah, that was, yeah. Let's see here. Dave Janka shoes here. Oh, that's, of course, Rick Gordakowski that is mentioning that. But hey, we have a happy birthday song. It's by Mr. Happy Louie. Happy birthday, Sandy.
You feel like $1,000,000 when you know somebody cares. Happy birthday greetings make the sunshine bright and fair. It's a custom that's been handed down from generations past, and it's one that will continue just as long as life shall last. Every mother, niece, and daughter with long curls or smartly shorn love to be remembered on the day when she was born. Every dad in every country, every nephew, cousin, son needs to know that on his birthday in your heart he's number one. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. You feel like $1,000,000 when you know somebody cares. Happy birthday greetings make the sunshine bright and fair. It's the custom that's been handed down from generations past, and the one that will continue just as long as life shall last. Now extend it to your neighbor and the folks across the way. Happy thoughts for others should go winging every day, and then watch the tide of happiness that you'll be swimming in. When you're sharing happiness, you'll find you get more than you give. Cumpleaños feliz, cumpleaños feliz, cumpleaños amigos, cumpleaños feliz. Il gausu matu, il gausu, il gausu matu, il gausu, il gausu matu, il gausu. Links nou zo, matu, links nou zo. Herzlichen Glückwunsch zu deinen, herzlichen Glückwunsch zu deinen, herzlichen Glückwunsch zu deinen Geburtstag, herzlichen Glückwunsch zu deinen buono compleanno a te, buono compleanno a te, buono compleanno e gumba, buono compleanno a te. Sto lat, niech żyją nam jeszcze raz, niech żyją nam 100 lat, niech żyją nam, niech żyją nam.
Hey, also for Rob Reka, we are going to say hello to you. Janet Dressler is here. Hello to you, Jan. David O'Brien, he pops on every now and then. Kathy Urbansic, it was nice to see Whitey Rinyats in the chat room here over at Facebook Live, as we were talking live recently, just a few moments ago actually, with Mr. Larry Trojak. And we want to thank Larry once again for taking the time. You know, the guy's a busy guy and does a whole bunch of stuff.
He stopped driving to hang with us.
I
That's
know,
pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is.
And now he's got six and a half hours.
Yeah. So we took a half an hour out of his life, which will never get back again.
45 minutes.
Jeez. Almost.
Yeah.
Almost. Hey, you know, you guys saw this flyer right here, and we want to make sure that you head over to Potts Banquet Hall at 41 South Rossler Plaza in Cheektowaga. When? On
Friday, September 12th, 2025.
Why?
Because the beat is playing.
And why should they go to see the beat this particular day?
Because this is the last time they're in our area before they retire.
Yeah, well, some of the guys are retiring. The two guys are retiring. The beat, actually, the band, you're right.
The band itself
is retiring.
Yeah. Yes.
And
yes, and it's sad. It's sad to see them go.
is.
They have been such a part of our life since 2020. Definitely since 2020 when we hung out with them.
Oh, and me before.
Well, I've always loved them.
Different generations,
but
of
not.
bands.
I didn't know the other band. I might have known the other band, but it's just going to be sad. It's going to be sad to hear them this last time. And actually, I have a trip coming up, and I rescheduled it so that I don't leave till Saturday, so I can hang out with them on Friday.
And we're going to do that. We're going to make sure that we get lots of pictures.
Yes,
because that's going to be a nostalgic thing for us. I'm sure Les is going to be there, so we could probably slip him $5 and maybe a beer or something, and have him take a lot of pictures of us. But
it has been such a pleasure watching them grow up and blossom into this killer band that everybody wants to see, and it really is going to be sad not to know they're out there. But I got my little thumb drive, so I'm okay because I can listen to them forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
And you've got those great songs, the live songs, as they have it too. The ultimate beat recording.
Yes, and I'm sure you can still get a hold of that. I'm sure Veronica would be very happy to get you a copy of that.
Yeah.
What is it? The Beat Polkas.
The ultimate. The Beat Polka.
Yeah, I don't have the flyer up handy.
I don't either, unfortunately.
But we should.
But they'll have some there. So
yes,
if you're going
sure
to the dance, which I'm sure you're going to be doing that, and we want to thank Jimmy and Charlene Novicheski for bringing in the beat over there on the 12th. Yeah. You know, folks, there is no interview next week, Sunday. I don't believe there is a show because it's Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
I remember.
Labor Day weekend.
I can't believe
we still don't know
August
what we're
is
doing
over.
yet. You know, I know that you don't really have a whole lot of vacation time left. You are going to go see your sister pretty soon.
But that is a long weekend because of the holidays.
Yes.
So you never know.
And,
you never know with us.
But on September the 7th, we are going to be entertained by Mr. Matt Rosinski. Matt's going to be talking with us live here. And then we have, I'm not sure, so I don't want to say it for sure, but one of the guys from the Dynabrass, a.k.a. Bob, is supposed to join us, and I think he's going to be here on the 14th, but I got to make sure of that before I go blabbing. On the 28th of September, Mr. John Fomenko. It's been a long time trying to get a hold of him to come on. On October the 5th, Mr. Pete Perucci from Chicago is going to be joining us. And then we have our, that starts our Canada version of Polkas After Dark with a bunch of different guys that we're going to be interviewing. Timmy Rohal, Mike Malmuka, John Białe, and of course finishing it off is Mr. Ed Gutza from the Polish Canadians. So we've got some great stuff happening. Ed Rajewski joins us November the 9th. I was going to say the 2nd, but it's November the 9th that he is going to be joining us. And we just have a whole lot of things coming down the pike. But let's go ahead and bring up a song by Mr. Michael Costa and the Beat. Here's one called Top of the World Polka.
Feelings coming over me. There is wonder in most everything I see. Not a cloud in the sky, got the sun in my eyes, and I won't be surprised if it's a dream. Everything I want the world to be is now coming true, especially for me. And the reason is clear, it's because you are here. You're the nearest thing to heaven that I've seen. I'm on the top of the world, looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that I found ever since you've been around. Your love put me at the top of the world. Something in the wind has learned my name, and it's telling me that things are not the same. In the leaves on the trees and the touch of the breeze, there's a pleasing sense of happiness for me. There is only one wish on my mind. When this day is through, I hope that I will find that tomorrow will be just the same for you and me. All I need will be mine if you are here. I'm on the top of the world, looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that I found ever since you've been around. Your love put me at the top of the world. Wszyscy palmy cieszą się, wszyscy palmy tam pod jaworem czymne zielone cieszą się. Wszyscy palmy tam pod jaworem czymne zielone cieszą się. Gdzieś wypadli i gdzieś wypadli tam pod jaworem czymne zielone idzie się. Gdzieś wypadli zielone, tak jak ja. Ta małoczka tam pod jaworem, czy mnie zielone, tak jak ja.
Hey folks, we want to thank you ever so much for putting us on. As Jerry and I always say around this time, we thank you so much. And, be here next week, Saturday, why don't you? And again, thanks so much for putting us on. And if you've been listening in your car,
Thanks for the ride.
Bye.
Baby, you're so sweet. I have to clap my hands. 'Cause baby, you're a treat. It may be impolite, but baby, it's alright. For when your big, big brown eyes dance, and when your lips romance, my heart don't stand a chance. When you say that you'll be mine, we'll love till end of time, I'll clap my hands. So sweet, I have to clap my hands, 'cause baby, you're a treat. It may be impolite, but baby, it's alright. For when your big, big brown eyes dance, and when your lips romance, my heart don't stand a chance. When you say that you'll be mine, we'll love till end of time, I'll clap my hands.
Hey, couple more polka tunes coming your way, and then we are bidding you all a very fond evening. Dobranoc, and we thank you ever so much for putting us on here this evening. And don't forget, we will be here next week Saturday, but not on Sunday. And again, we thank you so much. Let's go ahead and finish some things out with Mr. Larry Trojak. And here's a song called I'm Confessing Polka from the Dynatones.
Powiedzcie mi, powiedz, czyś była na spowiedz, czyś się spowiadała, czyś mi buzi.
Hey, thanks everybody for the happy birthday wishes. See you soon, Christopher.
Czyś mówiła księdzu,